Alright, so I'm up here trying to find a cache. The cache's name is Mount Unbon. It's a typical Korean cache. It's on a mountain in the middle of the city, which there's a lot of those. And it's a micro cache, so if this was the United States, it would probably be a small cache or a regular cache, but this is Korea, so it's micro. Everything's smaller over here, including the people. So if you look around, you see this great view of Seoul, which is pretty typical of most geocaches I find. They've always got a really good view. So the cache is about 28-30 feet from here. They call this a mountain, but it's really only a hill. I'm only at about 300 feet elevation, so that's not really much of a mountain. But if you look down there, you can see all the bicyclists riding all over the place. One cool thing about Seoul is there's rivers that run through it, and there's bike paths all along the river, so you can pretty much ride your bike all the way through Seoul along the rivers, which is pretty cool. There's also certain points on the bike paths that you can actually rent a bike, so if you don't own one, you could rent one and ride all over the place. Pretty cool. So we're gonna go up here. Let's see if we can find this cache. The clue makes me believe that it's probably up underneath these stairs, which again, typical. You got this great deck, and you want to hide a micro cache on it. That's okay. So I'm going to set the camera over here. Alright, so this is going to take a while, so I'm going to pause the camera and I'll turn it back on once I find it. When I expected, there are a lot of Koreans coming in and out, so it's kind of hard to concentrate on my searching. So now what I'm going to do. Alright, so here it is. It's a micro film cache. Not what I would have hidden here. I would have hidden something a little larger, but that's okay. Here's the log. A few people have been finding it. Last person to find it was back in September. So this is a pretty typical cache, micro cache on a mountain. Runs on the log here. That's that. Alright, so I'm trying to find another cache up here on this same mountain. And it's a great deck that goes all the way up and down. And this is where he chose to hide. Pretty typical. It's they call this a small cache. I guess it is technically small. can hide items in it, so I guess that makes it as well. Whoopee cushion and some of the little Korean trinkets. See those? You see these trinkets? So, actually been looking for this one for several minutes because I was looking under the deck. I didn't think that they'd actually hide it under the lamp skirt. They're walking by. Well, go ahead and light it right there. Alright, and just muggle the clear because this lamp's good so it makes some noise. And I'll put it back. Alright, so most geocachers hate these lamp skirts because one, they're kind of dangerous. They can be. And they're also, they're kind of blurry. I mean, you got this great deck. I searched a good 15-20 minutes on this deck, and he puts it in an easy spot. So, this is not completely a micro. So we're going on to the next cache. Alright, so I'm looking for another geocache, and it's by a hider by the name of Blue Sky. He's pretty well known here in the Korean, or the Seoul geocaching community. I've met him, he's a good guy. He typically uses the same type of container, but he paints them to the environment. The way he hides them is quite ingenious. They're right there in the open, and I walk by them all the time, and I can't ever find him. Well, I find him eventually, but I don't see him right away. So, as you can see, there it is. See it right there? It blends right in with the bolts, and nobody will ever know it's there. It's pretty neat. Alright, so I'm at the next cache, and this is 0 point right here. I mean, I'm telling you, ground zero, 0 feet is in these rocks. But as you can see, there's lots of hiding places. Let's see. Rocks down in there. That'd be a good hiding spot, but it's not in there. Look at that. Cool. It's not a micro. Get tired of finding micros, and this is a small. One of the main reasons I wanted to look for this one is because it's got a trackable in it. The lock and lock boxes are pretty typical. But they make great caching containers because they're water resistant. As you can see, the log is nice and dry. And there it is, a little trackable. Little traveling guy. Pretty cool. And photograph with a sticker on the back, geocaching sticker, and some cards. So I'll sign the log and log's just about full. So, luckily, I carry cache repair kits. A lot of caches that you find here in Korea, the owners usually doesn't live very close to it, so sometimes they're foreigners, American soldiers or whatever, or English teachers that plant these caches, and then they leave Korea doing their normal business, and so some of these aren't very well maintained. I'm not quite sure who did this one, but I carry these little logbooks here, little emergency logbooks, just in case. So I'll go ahead and log this new one. There we go, so you can see me. New log. So I write on the front, new log, and then I put the date, 21 November 2010. That way, kind of keep track of when the log got replaced. And I sign the log. And that's that. Also, a lot of caches here don't put the logbooks in plastic bags. I don't know why. These lock and lock boxes do eventually fail, and then start to get wet inside. So, put a little plastic bag. I forgot to take the track off. So, I'll take the trackable, leave a logbook. I got here. I'll leave my last army man. Put those in caches sometimes if they're big enough. It's pretty rare to find caches of this size here in Korea, so when you do, it's pretty cool. Alright. See you at the next cache. Alright, so I just want to show you this cache real quick. It's a real quick one. It's right there, right here on a, which way to go. In fact, it's called Which Way. You got a playground over here and stuff, trails. But this is a typical blue sky cache. It's real simple, easy, and just kind of ingenious. It's just right back here behind the sun. And look at the color of it. Same color as the sign. He uses the same containers pretty much all the time. It's, but I mean, it's back there. You'd never know it was there if you weren't looking for it. I mean, that's where I would put it. So he's one of the better hiders here in Seoul. So I was like looking for his caches. Let's see you at the next cache. All right, so this is the last cache for this particular area. Can you guess what this one's called? The Gate. That's right. That's the name of the cache. This one's hidden by a friend of mine. His name is DTS. He's an older Korean guy. Real good guy. He's fun to cache with. Doesn't know English that well, but that's okay. He's still a lot of fun. This is a small, size small, and where he hid it is actually quite ingenious. It's right underneath the gate here, right underneath the sign. I don't know if you can see it. Right here. That's it right there. The light's not very good, you can't see it, but that's it. It's a like an Altoid can. Right there. So I'm going to go ahead and log it. It should have some trackables in it, and I'll see you guys at the next cache.